Hey everyone, we're back. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna just do a quick cookie recipe video with you guys. Last time you guys really enjoyed it, and this is something that I really love to do, and I don't do it often on this channel, so that would just go ahead and do that real quick. So we're making triple chocolate chip cookies. Let's just go ahead and get started. First off, we're gonna need 2 1/4 cups of flour. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna have like just enough. No, maybe not. Just a second, it doesn't happen. I have like 2 more bags of flour in the cupboard. Alright, there we go. Alright, very good. Alright, next, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. A teaspoon of salt. It's a whole teaspoon of salt. That's more than I usually use. Okay. Real quick, I'm just gonna let that mix into it. Just a little bit. And now we need to put 2 sticks of butter in the. You need 2 sticks of salt and butter. I want to put them in the microwave and like melt it a little bit. So. Now, people say that you should always use unsalted when baking. You know what I say? It doesn't matter. Honestly, they don't even put that much salt in salted butter. So, I'm just going to go ahead for the booze. Alright, next up, while that's melting or softening, we need 3/4 cups of granulated sugar. The thing about this measuring spoon, this measuring cup, is that it has like it has like a 3/4 cup line, so you don't have to like dirty up a 1/4, right? Guys, the KitchenAid is life. Now it calls for a 3/4 of brown sugar. I don't have brown sugar, so I'm going to use 3/4 of white and then some honey. You can use molasses, which is what you should use, but I'm all out of molasses, so I'm going to go ahead and use honey. So you would use 1/4 of a teaspoon of molasses, but I'm going to use one full teaspoon of honey because the flavor is much different, or isn't as strong as molasses is. Okay, my butter is softened and a little melted. So just eyeball a tablespoon of honey. Go ahead and put it in there. Just a little bit more. I feel bad though, because like I'm filming and like the three other people in this apartment like are being quiet just because I'm filming. They don't want their voices to be in this video. It's just your voices, it's not your face, so you can talk. Like, don't be quiet just because I'm filming. There we go. Alright, and we're gonna go ahead and throw in our butter. Let's go ahead. Make sure to add 2 eggs. There we go. Okay. Now this is where it gets a little unique here, where it gets a little different. So the recipe calls for vanilla, which I'm going to use. But there's 2 things that I use that it doesn't call for. Okay. So we're going to use some cinnamon here and some coffee. Now, just a little bit, like just about like a half a teaspoon of coffee grounds. And this is going to enhance the flavor of the chocolate. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to add the vanilla first. It calls for 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Let's go ahead and measure 2 teaspoons. So, teaspoon. There we go. Close that. Let that move around a bit. Now, as it's going, we're going to go ahead and add some cinnamon. Not a lot, just a little bit. Just go ahead. And then add half a teaspoon of coffee grounds. Actually, no, we're going to do 1/4 teaspoon. just to add some flavor to it. Like the cinnamon, guys, I'm serious. Like the cinnamon and coffee smell together is so good. Now is the final thing, which adds most of the flavor. And this is like triple chocolate morsels. Now what you would do is it says a 10-pound bag, which they say is like 1 2/3 cup. So what I would do is use like, so this is like white chocolate, milk chocolate, and semi-sweet chocolate. So what you're gonna do is just gonna go ahead and if you don't have like the triple chocolate bag, go ahead and use like just eyeball like different. And you can do this differently. Like if you like to use more white, you can use like a cup of white and then like just 3/4 of like dark or 3/4 of semi-sweet or 2/4 of milk. Like really just play around with this recipe. I just think this is easier because now I can just throw the entire bag in and it doesn't really matter. Oh my goodness, guys, this smells amazing. Okay. So this is like equally like a third of this bag is white, a third of this bag is milk, a third of this bag is dark. And that's all you really need to do. That's all you need to mix it. It's perfectly mixed. So go ahead and so I'm not gonna bake these now. I'm gonna bake these a little bit later. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bake these for 9 to 11 minutes, and then cool for about 2 minutes on a baking sheet. Preheat your oven to 375. So 9 to 11 minutes on 375, and then let cool for 2 minutes. It says it makes 4 dozen, so I did use this, but I'm showing you guys what I do that's different. Where they say use like softened, but I used like partially melted. And they call for chopped nuts. I don't have any nuts, like chopped nuts, so I'm not gonna like add that in. But yeah, the chocolate chips are great. I'm gonna go ahead and try some dough because who doesn't? Great. Cinnamon makes a difference. So yeah, go ahead, make these. Add the coffee, add the cinnamon. It does make a difference. And that's all for today's video. See you guys later.